God doesn't want you happy when it causes you to do something wrong or unwise. Don't eat cotton candy and ride the tilt-a-whirl. But I want to. I know, I understand that. But God knows that that's not going to make you feel good. And so many people do things that they think is going to make them happy in the short run, and it turns out to be, in the long run, a bad idea. This principle to me is the difference between grandparenting and parenting. Okay? We're going to be in Nashville next weekend watching Charlie, my grandson. Here's a picture. I haven't showed him in a while. He's so cute. We're going to be taking care of him for the first time while his parents are gone. Okay? First time they've gotten away to take a little trip to get away for Ash's birthday, and he's almost 2 years old, okay? This is the first time. So we're going to be doing that, and I started to think, there's a difference between being a grandparent and being a parent. There's also a difference between being a grandparent when the parents are there and being a grandparent when the parents aren't there. Because evidently we're supposed to act a little more responsible as, Charlie's caretakers when they aren't there. We're going to give that a shot. But not that much, I mean, they're only going to be gone for a couple of nights, so there's not going to be anything that we're going to, mortally mess up in his life in 2 nights. He's not going to be writing me from prison one day. Yeah, Papa. It all started when I was a toddler and you let me eat ice cream. No, it's not. That's not the deal. But the difference between our theology about God and our theology of how he interacts with us is that God can never be your grandfather. He can never be grandpa. He can never be papa. And that's what people have done. They put God in this cosmic grandfather role, and they think, well, he should just, be like grandpa and just take care of all the things that I want. He can't be, because he's your father. And that's very different. Don't raise your hand. But listen, because I already know the answer, but how many of you have made decisions that immediately made you happy and in the long term really screwed up your life? How many of you have made decisions? I had a loud amen from a wife last night. It was awkward. How many of you have made decisions to be holy, to do the right thing, even though it wasn't easy at the time, and yet in the long term you were glad that you did? Exactly, right? I mean, the dumb thing is, we understand this when it comes to money, when it comes to wealth. I mean, we don't necessarily follow it, but nobody is going to walk in and say, hey, eat donuts, I'm on the donut diet, it's good for you. We all know that, right? Nobody argues with Dave Ramsey on the radio to say, hey, Dave, I think you're an idiot. I can spend more money than I make. It's fun. It's awesome. Nobody's going to argue that. We might not stop eating the donuts. We might not stop overspending and using our credit cards, but at least we know that's true.